talk about marriage, y'all. So my husband and I have been married going on 21 years, August the 17th. This year we'll be married for 21 years, but let me tell you, it has not always been, peaches and cream. I want to tell you a little bit about ourselves, okay? We got married, I was 24, and he had just turned 21, y'all. So, okay. So I've been with him all of those years of like growing together, not just him, but me too, growing together. I already had a daughter. She was 2 years old when we got married. And in the beginning, okay, he had his career. He was in the military, Army vet. Hey. All right. And myself, I did that interest stuff. So that was my job at the time. Okay. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. And so before we got married, so we went through marriage counseling. So through marriage counseling, we were able to learn each other a little bit more. And when I say learn each other, we were able to go through a little whole, kind of like exam type thing or whatever, learning each other. And so that was really great for us. We got married like 6 to 8 months after we married each other. Definitely that marriage counseling saved us, But even before we took that, the night that I met him, it's a crazy story. I'm gonna have to go into that, y'all. I'm gonna have to put that in my shorts or whatever. But how we met and everything like that. So anyhow, so 6 to 8 months we got married on August 17th, 2022. 2002. And so then after that we moved in. We got an apartment together, and everything was good. So about a year and a half after we got married, he ended up getting deployed, and so he went in the Iraqi Freedom War, y'all. That was a whole 9/11 thing that happened, a very, 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 very sad time. So anyhow, he got deployed, and while he was deployed, y'all, he wanted me to move with mom, okay? His mom. And I was fine. I was working, baby girl was in daycare, things like that. But honey, he was like, no. I want you to go be with family, y'all. So he wanted me to move to Georgia. We living in Georgia now, but then we was living in Virginia, okay? But he wanted me to move to Georgia to live with mom. And I was like, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with mama, nothing like that. But I knew myself. I knew that I was going to have a little time with myself. And so I needed, I wanted that meditation time, but needless to say, I didn't get it like that. I got more of a depressed time because it was hard, y'all. It was hard having a husband that was deployed, okay? So we moved to Georgia, baby girl and I moved to Georgia while he was deployed, y'all. So he was deployed for 9 months, y'all. That was the longest 9 months. I felt like I was pregnant all over again. I got very, very sick. My body shut down. Every time he called, y'all, I would just go into a whole little crying thing or whatever. We wrote each other. I sent them care packages and stuff like that. Everything was fine with family. It was just the point of, I was missing him. We was newly married, so I was missing him. So anyhow, once he came back from deployment 9 months later, then that's when, oh Lord, have mercy, the real marriage started all over again. Listen, for the people that get deployed, they really need help when they come back, okay? The families need help as well as the soldiers that's being deployed. It's not enough time. It's not enough time for them to deal with, being on different soil and then coming back to America. I'm just saying. So now he's home, and it wasn't the same, it took us some time to adjust to one another, for him to adjust to being around us again, for us to adjust to being around him again. And so, and plus when he came back, I was on medicine and I had gained some weight. And so I looked different. I was in a whole different mood than before he left. And so that was the whole thing with us, okay? And so a little month after he got back or whatever, our communication was off. And so, let's just say he ended up, cheating. It didn't happen all, just boom, let me cheat. It didn't happen just like that. It happened over a period of time. And so that was the most devastating thing in our entire marriage, I think, along with the accident, but that's later on, that has happened, that I oh my God, how can I move on? And so that was the most trying time in our marriage. Okay, let's talk about it.